What's up, everyone? George Leeman here with MuscleMasochist.com. I deal with a lot of people who are what you call average everyday people, and sometimes when I tell them to eat 300 something grams of protein, they tell me that shit costs a lot. So I'm going to show you guys what I do to cut way back on how much money I spend. I'm not one of those people that will just eat the cheapest protein source. I do like my food to taste good. I do like red meat. I like hamburger and stuff like that, but I specifically like steak. And here's what I do to eat a lot of steak for not very much money. The first one here is chuck roast, which is about 100 grams of fat per pound. Really, really tasty. They actually cut it into steaks. I buy it in roast form simply because, I don't know, it's like $1.50 cheaper a pound. As you can see, $4.46 a pound. I cut that up myself, season it and stuff. And over here, I've gotten this once before. It's only $4 a pound. Basically, I'm going to show you guys what I do with these to turn them into something really, really tasty and something that you might enjoy too. Stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, so here's the chuck roast. As you can see, it's really like, there's definitely a lot of fat in there. It's very like soft to the touch and tender and stuff, and it kind of falls apart. That's why I like this meat. I need things I can eat a lot of, and I can eat a lot of this. There is like some gristle or something in there in certain parts, but overall, like, not really. It's just very good. Over here I have the other thing sitting. This is going to be hard to cut. I'm going to have to cut that into different sections and then cut it apart. This thing right here, I'm just going to cut it apart with a knife. I do have an electric slicer for this sort of thing, but it seems to work out better with a knife with this steak, simply because it falls apart really easily, and it cuts, you know, without very much pressure and stuff. So I will show you guys this in a second. Alright guys, I cut the roast into 4 sections so I can slice it. The chuck roast, the fattier stuff, is right here. Cut it up in about 1/2-inch sections. You can cut it any direction you want. This is the easiest for me. It tastes pretty good. Put on salt, pepper, and garlic. Nothing crazy. Here's a slicer I'm going to use. Scale. And what I'm going to do is, once I slice all of this up, I'm going to put it in plastic bags, measured out. And I'm going to use balsamic vinegar and olive oil as a marinade. Then I'm probably just going to let it sit for a little while and freeze a good amount of it, because this is about 13 pounds of steak total. Next video, I'll show you guys all the meat cut up. Alright guys, here is the roast now that it has been sliced. That is 13 pounds of meat for about $43. I seasoned it all the same, garlic, pepper, and salt. Now I'm going to take balsamic vinegar and olive oil and add about 2 tablespoons of each into one of these little bags here, and then portion out somewhere between 1/2 pound and a pound of meat. I'm not really sure. Probably go with 1/2 pound, just because that way my girlfriend can have individual meals and stuff. And I will show you guys the next step. Alright guys, here's the final product. Put some balsamic vinegar and some olive oil in there. It's all sitting at the bottom. I'm going to have to kind of like mix this up in the bag a little bit. You just close it up and kind of move it around. Then I'm going to leave it in my fridge, probably overnight, and freeze a decent amount of it. And just take it out whenever I need it. This is what I do whenever I want to eat a lot of red meat for not very much money. And I usually like to eat like at least 1 pound of red meat a day. So give this a shot, guys. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I never am, especially with the chuck roast. If you want something leaner, you can go with the chuck tender roast. They have them at Walmart and stuff like that. It's still $4.96 a pound. It's like 28 grams of fat per pound. Really, really tasty. As always, guys, thanks for watching my videos. Don't forget to check out MuscleMasochist.com for coaching, apparel, and stuff like that. And stay tuned for more.